Today we read from the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 18 to chapter 3, verse 21, the end of chapter 3. And Joel is a book, as I mentioned in the last study on it, of two halves. The first half that we read a couple of days ago was about the judgment of the Lord and people being encouraged to cry out to him. The second half is what happens when people cry out to the Lord. The Lord is jealous for his land, he's passionate about his people, and he begins to bless them again. He's promising to restore them from the years the locust has eaten. Now, the judgment came because of their own sin, because they turned their backs upon him. But God, when he restored them, promised to restore the years the locust has eaten. I've seen many people waste years of their life out in the world, not serving the Lord. Those years are wasted and gone, but God says that when we come to him, he will restore the years the locust has eaten. He will bless us, even for the time that he caused us to be starving and under his judgment. The Lord will bless and repay us for the years the locust has eaten. So those locusts who came and swarmed, what they took away, what the devil snatched from you, the Lord will repay you and give you back when you turn to him. For the first people who heard it, this first part is about the Lord blessing them materially. They would have food to eat, wine to drink. They would be blessed materially by the Lord. But then the Lord says, not only is this going to be a material blessing, but a spiritual blessing too. I'm going to pour out my spirit upon my people, and they will be among the prophets. They will dream dreams and see visions. And to the people of Israel, they were going to encounter this spiritual revival. This spiritual revival only came to its fullness for God's chosen people on the day of Pentecost, when he poured out his spirit. And Peter quoted this text, will pour out my spirit on all people. And the spiritual revival of God's people came only after the cross. And now God's church, those who he has called, those he has chosen, now out of every race, are spiritually revived and filled with his spirit. The third chapter deals with God's judgment upon the world. Those who thought they were rich and powerful, those who thought they were invincible, God promised he would bring low. This is a continuing theme throughout the Bible. Those who think they are powerful, those who think they are mighty, those who are rejoicing in victory now, oppressing God's people, will one day be brought down. Every human empire has fallen and will fall, but the Lord's kingdom goes on forever. God says he's going to revive his people. He's going to prepare his people for battle, and his people will bring revival. Then there's this phrase, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. Sometimes I've heard preachers talk about the multitudes in the valley of decision as though it is the decision of those in the multitude, and they've called out to you and said, you're one of the multitude who is standing in the valley of decision. Decide this day to serve the Lord. However, when you read this in context, this is not about our decision to serve him. This is about God's decision on the day of judgment. God gathers the nations together, and it's the picture is the nations are gathered in a great valley, and God decides their fate. The Lord promises again to bless his people, that his people out of this will know his prosperity. The great mighty empires will fall. Egypt will be desolate, Edom a waste. But God is going to bless his people. The Lord dwells in Zion. God is in his holy temple. Let all the earth be silent.